Here's your quick tip. A lot of artists think that in order to do buildings or other structures that have lines, you need to know the rules of perspective. Well, it doesn't hurt to know the rules of perspective, but you don't need them. I want to show you two exercises that can help you to interpret perspective, paint perspective, draw perspective without having to know the rules. So the first exercise, now this is important that you learn to do this little skill, because the second skill I'm going to show you depends if you're doing your ability to do this skill. Now, I learned this from watching baseball, watching how pitchers pitch a baseball. Here it is. So if you have yourself a whiteboard, that's a wonderful way to practice this stuff. Although you can do it with paper, it doesn't matter. But here's what you do. Anywhere, random, anywhere on the whiteboard, make a mark. Just a little dot like that. Then start anywhere else. Now here's the deal. Focus on that mark. Don't allow your eye to be distracted by the movement of your drawing tool, whatever that happens to be. Don't allow your eye to waver. Don't allow your mind to waver. It's kind of a meditation thing where you focus just on that one dot. And as you're focusing on that dot, you make a line and it will go straight to it. If you allow your focus to waver, some other thought enters in, you begin to feel doubtful, insecure, it'll waver. It'll go elsewhere. So you can do this many times. You know, five minutes a day of this. You'll be surprised what it will do in order to help you with the hand-eye coordination thing, where your hand is actually drawing or painting what your eye sees. So you put these dots anywhere, everywhere. Keep your focus. And see, I allowed my focus to waver, and my line went away from the dot. So it's very important that you don't allow your eye to follow anything other than the dot. In other words, your mind will guide your hand what to do if your hand focuses on the dot. That's part A. You practice that exercise, get really good at that exercise, then for part B, and here's where the perspective thing comes in. All perspective lines that are angle in a direction that can be located on the common clock. 12, 6, 3, 9, and all the numbers in between. Now you can use that language of the clock to label angles that you see out in nature. Now you can go to our, we've got other quick tips about how to use the angle clock or the perspective clock, and we've also quick tips on how to use the angle finder. But what this one does is enables you to draw an angle that you read on the clock. So here's the way it goes. So you read an angle in the distance. You read an angle and it says 12 o'clock. So what you do is you go to 12 o'clock. Just this. You can go to a short 12 o'clock. You can go to a long 12 o'clock. You say, well, that's easy. So what? Oh, well, that's the beginning. You could read another angle that goes to 3 o'clock. Like that. Could be a long angle to 3 o'clock. Could be a short angle to 3 o'clock. But the important thing is to read those other angles. Suppose you read an angle that goes to 1 o'clock. Well, anywhere you put that line, if you know where 1 o'clock is, you can simply make your line move towards 1 o'clock. And then to make it more accurate, you can put your dot there where 1 o'clock is. Make a little dot, and then wherever you need to be in order to make that to go to 1 o'clock, go there. Just like that. So you see how that works? First of all, you learn the skill of allowing the hand-eye coordination, where you make a dot and you have your instrument, your drawing instrument, go straight to that dot. Second of all, you read an angle, you determine where that angle is found on the clock, and then you can make any line anywhere go to that angle. So you can go to 5 o'clock, you can go to 4 o'clock, you can go to 3 o'clock, and so on. Well, that's not really 3 o'clock, is it? So it's important that you memorize those angles first of all. Where is 3, where is 4, where is 5, where is 6. Then that anywhere on your board you're able to duplicate that angle, long, short, whatever. Try those exercises. Play with them, practice them, and I think you'll be surprised at what the big difference it will make in giving you confidence on creating perspective in your paintings without rules. And there's your quick tip.